You'll find something here that speaks to your heart. And of course, it's hosted by me, Audrey Vines. And then, I want to thank you for joining us for this celebration of local creativity. Your support helps keep stories alive, voices heard, and our community connected. May today inspire you to read, write, and share your own story. And I want to thank the Farmville, special thanks to the Farmville Public Library, participating authors, volunteers, and community supporters. And you will see our local authors. They are icons. By the children's books, you will see Brandon May and my son Kenneth Vines. By the memoirs, you will see Dr. Betty Haddock, Minister Ruby Bryant, and Evangelist Bernetta Collins. Inspirational books, Pastor Alice Vines and First Lady Willie Newsom. And for our self-help cookbooks and others, of course, me. And Love Story is Nikki Vines. She's the author of Heartfelt Daydream Love Story, When Love Returns. So, if you don't purchase one today, you can purchase on Amazon. And they have their QR codes. You can go right straight to it. You can buy it for your birthdays. And I'll have them at my shop. So, and of course we have art over here by Danielle. We have a few pieces of her art. Danielle Wright, she's a gifted local artist whose creative vision brings color, emotion, and storytelling to life through her artwork. Her presence adds a beautiful visual dimension to the sheer portfolio. So, thank you.
Books just more different things that the children do, like playing, involving the family cookout, birthday parties, and we have one, the newer one, the One Bright Saturday Morning. That one is about exercise, so we decided to do that one. But these are all on Amazon, like Miss Audrey said. Do you have anything to say, Noah? So these are our stories. The family cookout, my brother and me, and the birthday party.
Audrey had been giving us classes on how to write books, but I always had something in my heart that I needed to get out.
Right.
And that was the perfect moment to get out. Sometimes we keep things bottled up as women. That's how my passion is women. We keep things bottled up as women, and sometimes you need to let it go. Those generational curses, you need to let them out. And what I went through, my daughter went through. And if I had let it out before, maybe I could have helped prevented some of it or had dealt with it in a different way. So my book is about my own life and trying to be out there and be different where the world thought I was sort of kind of quirky, a little bit of off, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But God already knew who I was.
Yeah.
He already knew what He had planned for me. My thing was I had to follow His plan and not my own plan.
Yeah.
And once I learned to follow His plan, y'all, it was just, I'm trying not to get churchy because I am a minister, but I released so much once I wrote this book, got it out there, and now I'm able to talk more and do more with my family, my girls, and just uplift other women. And anytime you're going through, you need somebody to talk to. Please seek somebody else to talk to. Don't keep it bottled down, because depression is a hard thing to get out of. But through the grace of God, we all, so far, all of us in here, I know what we have been through, we all have overcame. So please just reach out to somebody else. And if you want my book, it is here. And I'm working on my second. So just pray for me as I get that out soon.
Well, my name is Willie Newsom, First Lady. I'm married to the pastor. And like I was telling one of the patients that came in today, that God had gave me the title of my book years ago when I worked at the hospital. My life that Jesus Christ died for, and I never understood why it stayed in my spirit. But knowing Miss Audrey and support her in just about everything that she does, when she came up with the writing class, I said, well, Miss Audrey, I'm going to support you and everything. So I got in her class and she was teaching us everything. And the Holy Spirit said, now this is what I want you to do with that title. Your life that Jesus Christ died for. And I'm going to be with you right there through the whole thing while you're writing it. So as I was going back through my life and all the things that I had went through, and I thought that I was alone, I found out I wasn't. I dealt with it alone, but God didn't leave me alone in it. So in all the chapters in my book, we'll take you through each of those situations that I went through. And hopefully and prayerfully as you read the word that you can feel yourself in that situation, to feel what I felt, and maybe you may have felt the same way in the same or similar situations. But God let me know in those situations He was talking to me. I didn't know that, but He was. And He was leading me and He was guiding me through those horrendous and terrible times that I thought I was just alone. And my aim in this book is to let you know that we may see what's in front of us, and it may be awful, and it may be terrible, and it may be lonely and frustrating, but that still small voice of God is still with you if you listen. He gives you the direction to say, hold on, press your way. Maybe be quiet and be still and just listen to me minister to you. So in my book, I'm hoping and I'm praying as you walk through it that you will feel those things and that you will have a unction in your spirit to know that God is real in my life. He has not left me. I'm not alone. Even if I feel like my family's not there or my friends not there, God is always there. So I'm praying that this book will be a blessing to all that read it, all that receive it. Hopefully it'll be a blessing in your life to make you think and handle those situations in your life the way God would have us to handle it. Because He said in His word He'll never leave us nor forsake us in anything that redemption. So my book is available on Amazon, Kindle, at Miss Audrey's shop, and I have books here too. These are $16, but I encourage everybody to just take the time to read all our books, to purchase all our books, because it is a blessing. It will be a blessing to your life, because it's been a blessing to us.
In this heartful collection of reflections, she shares the wisdom, strength, and spiritual insight gained along the way. Her story is a testimony to God's power to restore, renew, and redirect. If you ever wonder why God still moves, still speaks, or still answers prayer, this book will remind you He does. He always will. God is a God, He don't have no special people. If He make a promise, He'll keep it. No matter what you're going through. God never intended for you to walk through life alone.
During my course in life, I had a rough coming up, and I thought that if I wrote my story of how I came up, that it could help somebody along the way if they got into predicaments like I did. So my book is from 7 years old to about 21, and how I found the Lord in 1969, and how He was molding and shaping me into the woman that He wanted me to be. So my book has some rough spots in it, it has some sad spots in it, and it has some hilarious spots in it. But all in all, it has some good information and some scriptures to back up what was taking place in my life. So if you get a chance to read it, I hope that you would enjoy it and it would help bless your soul.
My book is a love story. It's about Naomi and Jackson. They were high school sweethearts, but unfortunately never was able to get together, and their lives took very different turns until 2 years. They actually found each other again, and they've been together ever since, and they got married. So it's basically telling you that it doesn't matter how old you are, you can still find love.
My name is Betty Joyner Hatter. Thank you, Audrey, for such an awesome job. The patience you had with all of us when we seemed to couldn't get it together. But we went to her because she seemed to know exactly what we needed. And so we went to class under her, and she taught us a lot of things. And a lot of things we learned along the way that we did not know was happening with writing a book. I want to say that when I started writing, it was years before I even published the book. I was living in Farmville, moved to North Carolina out of South Carolina. I lived there. I'm a South Carolinian. I stayed there for 6 years, and my family moved to North Carolina. So therefore, you know, when I wrote the book, I had come a long way with learning what church was all about. And that was the number one thing, was to find out I was a church baby. From the time that I was about 10 years old, I was in church. My mom took me, and I was there all the time. The book tells about the times when we walked to Bible study and had to walk back home late at night. It was not an easy job, but we did it. This book tells about things that I end up doing after getting married right out of high school. When I graduated 1 week, I was married the next week, which means about a year later, I had a baby. Following that, I had another one, and another one, and another one. And in the process of that, I learned a lot about how to take care of yourself. Because we need to know as women that we have bodies that needs to be healed from one thing or another. And sometimes we move too fast trying to satisfy people. When I wrote this book, I remembered the time when we got married and didn't even have a place to actually live. Didn't have a car to drive. All we had was each other. And I learned from that. And I say to all women, you know, sometimes we just do things because we feel like this is the right thing to do. I don't want to be a sinner. Just be honest about it. You don't want to be a sinner, so you jump up and you marry somebody to protect yourself with the things of God. And God had to deal with me about a lot of things that I had to deal with myself. And he had to talk to me, because when you are married to a preacher, and those of you that have never been married to one, don't rush. And this book is telling you there are things that goes on with pastors and members and friends that we have to really encounter. We have to think about it. Do you want this to actually be the part of your life?
I mostly help people. I don't even think about myself, because, you know, my joy is Jesus, others, and myself last. I always put myself last in everything. But my book that I wrote, Healthier You, Your Path to a Longer, Healthier Lifestyle, and like Pastor Betty, Dr. Betty had said, we had somebody else to publish these books, so they did make some mistakes in this book. The ones I published, there's no mistakes. So they have a few mistakes that we did in that class. But this book is telling you, you see me on the back and I look like Nikki. They said this is Nikki right now. But you see me on the front, that's me right now. But I was very heavy, although that my friends like Deborah and them, they love me, and they say they don't never remember me that big. That's because they weren't looking at me. And it just teaches you from a biblical point how to eat God's pharmacy. It has a few remedies in there that I tried. But everything in this book, I live it each day. I'm not gonna write anything I don't live. It's not made up. I live it each day. And if you want to get it for your family, your friends, that'll be nice. And I have a promotion going. I got to talk to my girls. I've been learning how to be a publisher, how to promote books. So I have a promotion going on Amazon. Also, you can get the Kindles free. And then the book is on special for a month. And I'm going to teach them how to do theirs too. So just get one.